Because Charlotte has done epically well at organising this whole event. I'd like to think I've had a part in it. I keep getting told, Matt chose the food, Matt chose the wine, like she's throwing me a little bone or something. It's like, he did do something. It is honestly, so much of this, all of it, is down to Charlotte, and yeah.
A warm, in fact very warm welcome to all the many friends and relatives of Matthew and Charlotte on this glorious summer's day. Picked up a book on Derbyshire walks a couple of weeks ago, and I turned to the page on Tissington, and I've read a couple of lines which I'd just like to read to you. There can't be many villages more attractive than Tissington. Indeed, walking up the main street on a sunny day must be one of the most delightful ways to enjoy not just Derbyshire, but life itself.
First thing I've got on here is to thank everyone for coming. And I've got to do that, but genuinely, I actually mean it. Thank you. It's made it such a wonderful day that we've been able to share it with all of you. So thanks for making the effort. As Nick's pointed out, some of you have travelled far and wide and some maybe less so, but equally, thank you for coming.
I think of all the weddings taking place throughout the land today, you'll be hard-pushed to find a nicer location than Tissington Village and Tissington Hall. And we're very grateful for the opportunity to be here today.
It was Matthew that proposed to Charlotte. And Charlotte told me she was hoping for a really romantic setting, like on the top of a hill during sunset. It's not quite what happened. Matthew had had the ring for a few weeks, waiting for the right time, and eventually he couldn't wait any longer, and he just asked the question one night while Charlotte was sat in her pyjamas ready to go to bed.
We've known each other 2 years and 5 days. I guess not that long in particularly the grand scheme of some relationships, but I like to think I'm a very decisive person and I stand by my convictions, but the decision to ask you to marry me was probably the easiest decision that I will ever make or have ever made in my life. I, Matthew, take you, Charlotte, to be my wife.
I, Charlotte, take you, Matthew, to be my husband.
Charlotte, I give you this ring as a sign of our marriage. With my body, I honour you. All that I am, I give to you. And all that I have, I share with you. Within the love of God, Father, Son, and Holy Spirit.
Matthew, I give you this ring as a sign of our marriage. With my body, I honour you. All that I am, I give to you. And all that I have, I share with you. Within the love of God, Father, Son, and Holy Spirit.
There were two options for today's wedding. One was for a low-key, minimum fuss, get the job done wedding, and then there was Charlotte's option. I think we can all agree that today is a very Charlotte day. And the phrase very Charlotte I've heard of on many occasions.
For those of you who know, Charlotte's been involved, as Nick said, in TV, modelling, acting and stuff like that. So I'm sure some of you all probably thought that she'd end up with some sort of a TV celebrity or movie star, right? Well, you know what? Patience has paid off because she's landed a 40-year-old telecom salesperson. So.
Well, today is, of course, a very special day for any father as he hands over the care of his daughter Charlotte to another man. And I couldn't be more pleased that Charlotte has found Matthew. He's calm, measured, easygoing and patient. Matthew is also caring, generous. I'm sure Charlotte, who has her own special qualities, will be equally caring towards Matthew. And in due course, they're great parents. We wish them every happiness for the future.
Matt and I kind of met because we shared the same friends from secondary school, and we kind of just hit it off straight away. And I think that's fair to say, and I think that's probably because we shared a lot of very similar interests. And over the last 24 years, we've become very good friends, and I feel very honoured to have been asked to have been your best man, so thank you.
My God, she was like a princess coming down that aisle. I don't know if I masked any emotions or not, but I was definitely feeling them when you came in with your dad. It was an amazing moment that I'll remember for the rest of my life.
Matt's a true friend and someone who has been, and someone I know always would be there for me if ever I needed him. He's incredibly loyal, kind, very generous. Sorry mate, I can't read that one. What should we write and say?
In a dark 2020, when there was no light, two people came together. It was love at first sight. Strolling along the river, holding hands so tight, we knew our bond was more than just right. When you bent down on one knee and I said I do, I knew our love would always be true. 2 years on, and happy as can be, it will always be forever, just you and me.
I'd liken Matt to a walnut. Never one to openly talk about feelings and emotions, but actually once you break through that tough outer shell, he's got a very soft inner and a very big heart.
The one thing I know for sure is that feelings are rarely mutual. So when they are, drop everything. Forget belongings and expectations. Forget the games, the 2 days between texts, the hard to get, because this is it. This is what the entire world is after, and you have stumbled upon it by chance, by accident.
Now I'm supposed to offer the bride and groom some advice or some words of wisdom, but what I'd like to do is repeat what a wise young man once told me at my wedding, which was that marriage is not about finding a woman that you can live with, it's about finding someone that you can't live without.
So take a deep breath, take a step forward, and run. Collide like planets in the system of a dying sun, and embrace each other with both arms, and let all the rules, opinions, and common sense crash down around you. Because this is love, and it's all yours. Believe me, you're in for one hell of a ride. After all, this is one thing I know to be true.
I'd like to ask you all to stand and join me in a toast to the bride and groom. To the bride and groom.
I want to make a toast to forgotten belongings, expectations and games. I want to make a toast to chance, the fortune of love, and a lifetime of embrace, and a belief in each other that we'll always be there for each other, no matter what life brings. So I want to make a toast to you, Charlotte, as my wife. And hopefully everybody will raise their glass in a toast to Charlotte.